Friends, welcome back to your own physics channel once again. So far, we have discussed so many factors, so many properties, and so many articles in this chapter. But mainly, we have defined all the articles, or we have tried to investigate all the articles by considering charge as a point charge. But in reality, every time we will not have the point charge, the charge may be distributed in different ways. So, accordingly, we are having the concept of continuous charge distribution. Now, this continuous charge distribution mainly is categorized in three ways. It is called as linear charge distribution, surface charge distribution, and volume charge distribution. So, in this video, we are going to discuss only about these three distributions one by one. So, let's start with the linear charge distribution. Now, what is linear charge distribution? Basically, if the charges are distributed along a straight line, something like this, as shown in this figure, okay, then we can say that it is linear charge distribution. Now, for this case, we can define a simple term called as linear charge density. By letter lambda, we are denoting it, and this linear charge density is given by charge per unit length. Mathematically, we can write it as lambda is equal to q upon L. It means along a given length, how much charge is distributed, that defines the linear charge distribution. Right? Now, as far as the unit is to be concerned, for this quantity, we can write here coulomb per meter. So, this is about the concept of linear charge distribution. Now, if the charge is not distributed along the length, but say the charge is distributed along the area, something like this, as shown in this figure. Okay, so this is called as surface charge distribution. Right? Now, what is this surface charge distribution? It is basically the distribution of charge along the area or per unit area. We can define a mathematical quantity for this, that is surface charge density. In previous case, we have discussed about linear charge density. Now we are defining surface charge density. It is given by sigma, and it can be defined as charge per unit area. So mathematically, I can write here sigma is equal to q upon A, that is charge per unit area. Right? Then unit for this, it is coulomb per meter square. So surface charge density or surface charge distribution, in this case, the charge is distributed over the surface area. Right? The next, it is continuous charge distribution, that volume charge distribution now, third case. Now, what is this? As we have discussed in our previous cases, that is for linear charge density or linear charge distribution and surface charge distribution, we can define volume charge distribution. What is that? It is the distribution of charge over the volume or distribution of charges along the volume. It is something like this. Suppose we are having such type of volume surfaces or say volume parameters, say like a cube or like a cylinder, and if charge is distributed over that volume now, okay, so in that case we can define the volume charge distribution. Right? Now we can define the quantity again, that is volume charge density. It is given by rho. Now what will be that? Just like the linear charge density, surface charge density, we can write volume charge density as charge per unit volume. And mathematically, here we have to use the letter rho. Okay, it is not lambda. So rho can be given by this charge per unit volume. Okay, so linear charge density is given by lambda, surface charge density is given by sigma, and the volume charge density is given by rho. You can see here also there is a letter rho. So this rho can be given by q upon v. So in this way, practically or in real life, the charges are distributed, and accordingly we can call it as linear charge density, surface charge density, and volume charge density for the densities. And distributions are also accordingly linear charge distribution, surface charge distribution, and volume charge distribution. So this is about the concept of continuous distribution. Thank you.